You being alive today, on this planet, breathing air, is enough. That is enough reason to justify the fact that you are worthy for living in your dream reality, for chasing your dreams, for doing what you want to do. You don't need to prove to others why you are worthy of chasing your dreams. You don't need to look a certain way. You don't need to act a certain way. Because you looking the way you do, you acting the way you do, you growing up in a certain environment, that doesn't deem whether or not you're worthy of chasing your dreams. It doesn't. I feel like at times you have to show people, you have to be like, hey, I've done this and that and the third, and that's why I'm worthy of chasing my dreams. I've gotten straight A's in school. I've done everything you told me to do. So, you don't have to do these things. You don't have to belittle yourself. You don't have to be a people pleaser to get what you want. You don't have to be a people pleaser to have people like you or accept you. You don't. You being the authentic version of you is enough. You wanting to dress a certain way just because that's your style and you want to is enough. You don't have to give this whole explanation. You don't have to give a whole PowerPoint presentation on why you are worthy. No, you're worthy because you are you. It quite literally does not matter. And I feel like we can get like so just like trapped on these limiting beliefs because of how society has conditioned us. Society, the majority of society, is just like a herd of cows or a herd of sheep following the shepherd. Because that's what they've been installed to do. That's what they've been programmed to do. But is that what you want to do? Is that what your soul is telling you to do? No. It's not. Your soul wants to be free. Your soul wants to do what your soul wants to do. And one of the major points of spiritually evolving and becoming the highest version of yourself is unlearning all of these things, all of these traumas, all of the conditioning society and these limiting beliefs society has put on us. We have to go on this journey of being like, hey, I'm worthy literally because I am who I am. I can get this because I can. Because if I work for it and I align my feelings, my thoughts, and my actions, and I know that I am worthy, I can get it. And that's enough. That's quite literally enough. You don't have to do anything else. And it's kind of sad that we have to go through this process of unlearning all of these things, that we have to go through this process of relearning the fact that we are worthy simply because we are living and breathing and existing on this planet. Like, fear can be so consuming at times. Anxiety is just here to protect us from the unknown. But the unknown is how we grow. We need the unknown. We need the unknown to spiritually evolve, to become the highest version of ourselves. And so, yeah, sometimes anxiety may be high, and other days I won't be. But you just have to... You just have to not let all the shadows consume you. It doesn't matter what you want to do, just do it. It doesn't matter how scary it may seem. Everybody starts somewhere. Like, literally, like 10 minutes ago, I was comparing myself for a second. I let those like evil thoughts come into my head. I'm the type of person who, no matter what, I'm always speaking positive affirmations to myself. I'm always like, I am worthy, I am deserving, I am beautiful, I am loving, I am living in my dream reality. Because I am reprogramming my subconscious mind so that I can be the highest version of myself, and so that I can unlearn all these negative limiting beliefs that society has taught me. But sometimes, like, your brain might have a little slip up. The negative past habits might come up and make a reappearance. But then you have to make a choice, a decision to be like, hey, I expel you from my life. You're not meant to be in my life. You're not a part of my highest version of myself. You're a part of my past reality. And 10 minutes ago, I was rewatching a video I made. And I just felt these negative emotions, like, oh my gosh, like, why am I not acting like the other people, the other creators I watch? Why am I not speaking as well as them? Why do I not look as well as them? And all these other things. But those are just my limiting beliefs coming back up, trying to set me back. Because I was doing something uncomfortable. I was doing something most kids my age don't do. Making content about spirituality and becoming the best version of yourself and deciding to be the creator of your life instead of the victim. And I was like, oh my gosh. All these other teenagers, they don't do these things. They don't sit down and talk about spiritually evolving and being the creator of your life and manifestation. And I'm here. Some of my videos may be low quality and whatnot. And I may not always look how I do in real life because, like, it's a camera. It's not a mirror or anything like that. And I just kept thinking all these thoughts like that. All these negative thoughts, like, other teenagers don't do these things. Like, why don't I look like all the big shots? Why don't I look like all the other creators? But, like, those don't matter. Those creators have been doing it for a year. 5 years even. I've been doing this for 2 months. And I've been doing pretty good, okay? And I'm just so proud of myself. Like, the video I was watching, my skin looked oily. I didn't look how I did in real life. And I was speaking my truth about spirituality. I'm just like, what if somebody sees this that I know? What if they're like, oh, what is she doing? Who does she think she is? I am MRM, and I am living in my dream reality. That's who I am. And I even like looked at that video, and this thought just came in my head, and I was like, I hate myself. And I was just like, the fire alarm started going off in my head. I'm just like, wait, hold up, take a few steps back. I don't talk to myself like that. Where did this come from? It came from deep in my subconscious mind, trying to like make a reappearance. I'm like, okay, there is some like things that like aren't fully resolved that I do still have to do some inner work on. But you know what? I'm thanking the universe because at least that thought came up, and I'm going to acknowledge it more and process it more because my emotions, they're valid, and I'm going to process that and be like, why did I feel like I hate myself in that moment? Why was I comparing myself to all these more experienced creators? Why was I worried about what my peers might think? Why was I worrying about like what people I may know may think about my video? And then I'm just gonna continue to do that inner work. But I am deciding to not let that consume me because I know at the end of the day, I'm confident, I'm worthy, I love myself. I've read the books, I'm continuing to read the books and becoming the highest version of myself because I'm always continuing to grow and spiritually evolve. And I am deciding to respond to my environment and to act and do what the highest version of myself would do instead of crawling into a cave and hide and cry and just like not create, not be authentic, and not do what I love. I can't do that. I'm not doing that. I'm not. This is my life. I only get one. I'm making it the best I can be. Yes, I'm going to be scared to do certain things. But I know that I'm going to get over it. I know I'm going to overcome it. Because that's why I am here today. Because I was scared at one point to post my first video on Instagram. I was scared. I was like, ah. But I knew that if I really wanted my manifestations, that I had to do that. Because would the highest version of myself be scared to say that? Would be scared to be authentic? No, they wouldn't. And anytime I'm scared to do something, I'm just like, would the highest version of myself be scared to do that? And I'm just like, no. They wouldn't. I'm just like, okay, now I gotta do it. Because I want my manifestations to come into my 3D reality so bad. And I just know in order for that to happen, I have to do what the dream reality version of myself would do. Because if I don't start now, when will I start, and how will I attract that into my life? And I've been doing that. And like, yeah, sometimes it is scary, but as I keep doing it, I'm just like, okay, this is less fearful. This is less scary. I'm getting used to it. And then at some point, it's going to be the new normal. And then, like, I'm going to look back and I'm just going to thank myself and be like, thank goodness I have overcome that fear, because now I'm here today. Thank goodness I have posted my first Instagram video already a few months ago, because I was scared to do it. I was like, huh. I was overthinking. I was like, universe, should I? But like, yes, you always should. If you were scared to jump, that's when you jump. That's when you always jump. And I'm just so glad I did that, because now I look back, I'm like, huh, I'm not scared now. If somebody sees that, okay, this is me, this is who I am. If you don't like it, if you can't accept it, then you're not a part of my highest timeline. You're not supposed to be in my life right now. And that's okay. That's the universe divinely protecting me. And no matter how many times these negative thoughts come into my head, I'm still gonna keep pursuing my dreams and keep going to still do what I love. I'm going to acknowledge those thoughts, like the thought I had like 15 minutes ago that I was just talking about. I'm gonna journal about that later. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna do some shadow work, and I'm gonna talk to my therapist. I'm gonna be like, I'm just gonna debrief. I'm gonna like feel the feelings, because my emotions are valid. I'm not going to pack them down. I'm going to acknowledge them. I'm going to learn from my past actions, from my feelings, from my subconscious mind. I'm going to learn from it and thrive from that, and be the highest version of myself from learning from my past mistakes and deciding to not succumb to these feelings of fear, but to overcome it. And by overcoming these feelings of fear, that's how I learn. That's how I become the highest version of myself. Like the other day, I decided to get back into a hobby. And I remember when I was in 7th grade, well, not 7th grade. It was the summer of going into 7th grade, and my grandparents bought me a skateboard, because I really wanted to try a skateboard. And I got into it for a little bit, but then I stopped. And now coming back up, I was like, hey, I want to get back into it again. Because the reason why I stopped was partly because, like, I was, like, getting into, like, other things. I was starting to work out more, and, like, started to become interesting in self-help and stuff like that. But part of it was fear, because I didn't want people to see me try to learn how to skate and, like, me, like, fall on the floor and stuff like that. But I looked back at it, like, a few days ago, I was like, yeah, I gotta act out of love. I can't base my actions out of fear. Like, yeah, if there's a coyote chasing you, I'm not saying act out of love and cuddle it. Like, no. That's when you turn, like, survival mode on and, like, it's like going into combat mode, you know? But, no. I decided, like, most situations act out of love, you know? And I decided, like, hey, like, I want to get back into it. And the part of me feels a little fear, like, oh, what if there's people at the skate park who are experienced and, like, know what to do? And I'm just, like, here, like, hey, over and I'll bust my butt on the floor. But I went anyway, and it was so fun. Like, I went there, I went to the beach. There's a skate park. I skated a little bit in the driveway, because I didn't, like, want to go in the skate park yet, because, like, there was, like, a lot of, like, hills and, like, ramps and stuff like that. I was like, okay. I'm just trying to balance on the skateboard. And I got a little comfortable in it, and there was a family there. But it didn't look like a family. I thought it was just, like, this, like, man, like, skateboarding. And my grandfather told me, like, hey, if you want to go in there, if you're intimidated, like, don't worry, that kid in there doesn't really know, like, what he's doing. He's a beginner. I was like, okay. just gonna like keep doing what I'm doing. And then I was gonna like take a break and just like journal a bit while like sitting near the bay, just like looking out, you know, a little aesthetic moment. And I looked back and was just like, what would the highest version of myself do? Would she be scared to go into that ski port? No. No, she wouldn't be scared of anything. She would just do that. She would do it. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to do it now. Because like I have to. Well, like I don't have to, but I want to. And I get to. And I want to do that for myself out of love so that I can be the highest version of myself. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. And I looked back. It was like a kid in middle school. I'm about to go into my junior year of high school, and I'm like worried about this kid in middle school. He's with his little sister and his dad and his mom. I'm just like, I'm right here overthinking like, oh my gosh, he's like a grown man, he's a professional. No, I can't do it. I skate a little bit, and I even like went on like a little ramp a little bit. Like I was like, I was so proud of myself, and I just had so much fun. I was just like, be the authentic version of me. And it all worked out. Like, literally, it just all worked out. And that's why I just gotta chase your fears. And it wasn't even that bad. It wasn't even a grown man. It was a little kid. It was like, you know? But, yeah. And even before I made that decision, like, I looked back and I was like, see, in middle school? I was like, okay, yeah, I definitely gotta go in there now. I was like, MRM, she would do that. I'm MRM, and I'm chasing my fears. And sometimes it's gonna be a little daunting. You're gonna be like, and you might procrastinate a little bit, but I would rather procrastinate over doing something and overthink it than just not doing it at all. But I would really want to just not overthink it and just go for it. But 1% is better than 0%. And just gotta take that risk. Because the universe is guiding you. The universe loves you. Spirit is within you. Like, literally. That's the point of spiritually evolving, to connect with spirit. It's just like, once you start chasing your dreams and just like everything, it's just the universe like, okay, I like that boldness. I see you embodying the highest version of yourself. I'm gonna help you out. Like, I'm gonna help you out. And like, I'm going to bring things into your life because like attracts like, and you were acting and embodying like the highest version of yourself. And this reality isn't holding this highest version of yourself. So I'm going to bring in a new reality. Maybe that new reality is your dream reality. Because now your identity, your internal state, finally is connecting with the highest version of yourself, with your dream reality. So the universe is like, hey, like attracts like, I'm gonna give it to you. Like, and you don't know how or when this is gonna happen. You don't, but like, it's gonna happen. It's just gonna happen. And it's just like, you just gotta like take the risk. You just gotta do it. It's just that one quote. It's like, if you started a year ago, you would have been so far by now. And I'm just like, ooh, that's true. That's true. It's like, and it's true. That's why I'm just like glad like I'm like starting this now. Cause I don't want to be in my, like, if you are starting your manifestation in your 40s, in your 80s, 90s, 100, I don't know. But if you are, good for you. Cause it's quite literally never too late to start. It's never too late to start. Just, no matter what, just like start. Don't die or be on your deathbed being like, I wish I did this, I wish I did that, I should have never done that. No, live with no regrets, okay? I remember watching Wizards of Waverly when I was little, and I think it was Alex, the main character's name was, because Selena Gomez was playing her, and I think her name was Alex in the show. She was like talking to this one guy. She was like, I have no regrets. And I was like, yes. I was like 9, 10 watching that. I was like, I want that. I want to have no regrets. And like, yeah, no regrets. Because everything, my whole life, the way it turned out, all the actions I had made, all the things I have experienced, it's like that. It was like that for a reason. And those events have made me who I am today. And I don't want to change that. because I am forever learning. I am forever spiritually evolving. And I'm forever becoming the highest version of myself. And I always tell myself, like, the person I look up to the most is the highest version of myself. I'm not looking at no celebrity. Like, yeah, I'm gonna look at some celebrities and be like, yeah, I aspire to be like that. I aspire to have some of her characteristics. Like, bro, Maddie Perez from Euphoria. I just love her confidence. Like, she's just, you know what I mean? Like, get into it. Like, I just, like, love her, like, cause, like, she's, like, confident. She doesn't care. She's who she is. I just love that energy. But, like, the person I always look up to the most is me in the future. That's who I look up to me the most. MRM. Because, like, I will go to my dream private elite high school. I will be a professional dancer. I will be a model. It's not even like I will be. I am. I already am. Because remember, time, man-made concept. You know what I mean? Everything's happening at once. So, like, I am a model. I am a dancer. I am, like, an amazing dancer. I am a prima ballerina. I am a trailblazer in dance. I am going to my dream private elite dream high school. I am a fashion designer. I am a singer. I am an actor. I am an artist. I am a creator. I want to do all of that. I don't care if it's a long list. I don't care how crazy it sounds. I am a content creator. I don't, like, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. I know, but, like, I'm gonna do it because I want to. It doesn't matter how crazy it sounds. It really doesn't. Because I have a vision here. And I'm going to make it from 5D to 3D. And that's why we have all these inventions today. Like, the people who have made a fridge, made the airplane. They had a thought in their head and they were like, hey, I'm gonna make this real. People thought they were crazy, okay? Like, the Warner Brothers, I always, like, use the Warner Brothers as this. Like, the Wright brothers who created the airplane. People thought they were crazy, but they did it anyway. And that's, like, mind-blowing. Like, we had pitchforks, and the courses for carriages, and they were like, hey, I want to fly in the sky, and they made it happen. So, like, yeah, I know, I said, like, I wanted, like, 5 different jobs, and I also want to go to college. Yeah, I want to do all that while in college. And I know that's a lot, but, like, someone has to be the first to do it. Somebody has to have the courage to do it, to do all the things that I want to do. And I don't want to, like, just do it and, like, be like, oh, I'm, like, what is it? Like, the tricks of all trades or something like that? No, I'm not going to be good at each and every one of those things. I'm going to be amazing. I'm going to be the best of the best. Like, I'm going to be an amazing dancer. I'm going to be a trailblazer in dance, a prima ballerina, an actor or actress, a singer, a songwriter, an artist, a fashion designer, studying in college, going to my dream private elite high school, being a model, being a content creator. I'm going to be up here, best of the best, one of one. Because I'm not like 1 in a million. No, I'm one of one. I'm the only one. Nobody is like me. And I'm just going to keep doing that. Because, like, why not? This is my life. And, like, it doesn't matter how bombastic it might sound. It doesn't matter how crazy it might sound. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, all these limiting beliefs that come into my head at times, it's just like, okay, I gotta keep going. I gotta keep thriving. Like, sometimes I do feel fear. Like, but that's, like, a part of the journey. Like, somebody has to do that and take that risk. And I'm going to be that person. I'm going to be that person who takes that leap. Doesn't matter if I'm perfect or if I'm not perfect. Everybody has to start somewhere. And this is me starting. This is me starting. And tomorrow, boom, everything could change, okay? I could be living in Europe right now in my mansion, okay? Doesn't matter. It doesn't. Everything's gonna work out. And it's not that. Everything's gonna work out for me. I know I'm getting all that manifestations, and everything's gonna work out for you, okay? Because we know we are worthy, or acting, we are feeling, we are thinking like the highest version of ourselves. And if we take one step back, we are taking 2 steps forward, okay? If we are taking 9 steps back, we are taking 10 steps forward. It doesn't matter how many steps we're taking back, as long as we're taking more steps forward, okay? 1% better every day is better than 0. Because I saw this, like, one of my YouTubers I was watching. She was like, you know, I'd rather do like 1% better every day. Because like 1% every day in a year is 365% better in that year. That's 1%, you know, 1%. Just like how I said before, like how it was like I watched that YouTube video myself and that limiting belief came up that I felt, and I was like, I hate myself. Like, you just gotta get over that. Be like, okay, I know I don't hate myself. I know I love myself. I know I'm worthy. I know I'm amazing. I know I am deserving. Like, I'm taking the responsibility in that action and be like, hey, I'm gonna journal about this. I'm gonna like deep dive. You know what I mean? I'm gonna like keep going, because that's just limiting belief. That's not who I am. My thoughts aren't going to dictate the person who I am. The way I respond to my thoughts is going to dictate the person I am. And I am responding to it as MRM, as the highest version of myself. And that's what you are going to do too. And just keep, don't let the haters hate, okay? Well, like, if they hate, they hate. Who cares what the haters do? But don't let the haters hate dictate your actions. Just be authentic to you and love yourself, love your life, and like, if you don't like something about your life, change it, because you are the creator. You are constantly co-creating with the universe. The universe loves you. The universe is guiding you. The universe is always protecting you. Always. And just start. Leave what scares you. Just start it. Because I promise you, you're going to be thanking the past version of yourself so much for starting. For so much. Just like start. And love the journey. Don't just like look at the outcome. Don't just be like, I need to get this. I need to get it now. No. Enjoy the journey. And just know, be confident in yourself. Be like, hey, I'm living in my dream reality. I'm being authentic. I'm doing what I love. That's all I need. That's all that matters. I love you. And the universe loves you. And you love you. Okay, that's what's important. You gotta love you. Okay? And just have a beautiful and blessed day. And like, do what scares you. Don't let the limiting beliefs consume you. And just do what you love and do what you want. Okay? I love you. Bye.